G'day, guys. When I was in my 20s, which is a long time ago now, um, one of the great challenges, and there was many challenges throughout the 20s, and I'm pretty sure I had my priorities well in order at that age. Um, but as I said, one of the real challenges throughout that important time of my life was trying to find what I considered to be the perfect pair of jeans. And one thing I really discovered thinking back was most of the time it was a really difficult process, an extremely difficult process, and often really frustrating. Um, and in the pursuit of trying to find that perfect pair of jeans, you seem to run into a lot of roadblocks along the way, to nail that pair of jean that was which would consistently do the job on a week to week basis. No doubt about that, and a pair of jean that would hold you in reasonable stead or good stead for a long period of time, okay, until they basically fell to pieces, really. Or you put on a few kilos and you had to go right back to the drawing board and right back and maybe rebuild and find another pair of jeans, and the whole process starts again. But when you found that perfect pair, there was really nothing better, was there? Nothing better, just that fit and the look. And you could just strut around, just made you feel really good. Okay, just made you feel really good. But in that time, I don't know how many times I panicked bought on the jean front. I didn't think through my selections. It didn't quite work out. Wore them a couple of times. They just didn't fit quite well. They looked shit. They were shit house. You chuck them in the cupboard, hang them up, next to the Hawaiian shirt that you bought once or wore twice or whatever that may be. You might have worn them possibly again to give them another opportunity, but at the end of the day, they were crap. They were a crap pair of jeans. People didn't like them. You didn't do your best work in them, and they just didn't feel good. And at the end of the day, you chucked them out. You chucked them out, and the process started again. You went looking for another pair, and you delisted those pair of jeans. You sent them off to the op shop, where someone else may have picked them up and got some use out of them. You're sort of talking around that pair of jeans like a Mark Austin or a Billy Gowers. They went off, delisted, went to the Bulldogs, picked up as rookies and played some reasonable football, but, lasted 2 years and then was I don't know, fucking pushed out to the local leagues. So that whole process of finding that perfect pair of jeans for me was really difficult. But when you found one, fantastic. I only really had one non-negotiable or a steadfast rule when it comes to the pair of jeans. And look, I rarely wear them these days. I'm at the age where you don't wear jeans. I'm more that sort of tracky pants sort of man now. In fact, I wear tracksuit pants just about everywhere. I did actually buy a pair of jeans about 4 years ago and this a pair of Levi. Okay, these here, and they're shit. Seriously, they're a shit jean. Okay, they just don't feel good and they look shit. So I never wore them again. Okay, I think I wore them once. Okay, but there was only one rule I had. Okay, about a pair of jeans. Okay, there were little things, the little things about that pair of jeans. What the pockets look like, the colour, the length, and the hug and all that type of stuff. And usually those little things were based on fashion. I suppose there were two things. I didn't like the button zips. The one with the 4 or 5 buttons. And when you go to the urinal when you've had a few and you're sort of undoing those buttons and it's you're a little bit pissed and you're trying to do them up, and then you sort of find out, like 10 minutes later that you've got the buttons all mixed up. You've put the bottom button in the second hole, and just an absolute nightmare. I was a real zip man. But the real one is if you need a belt, okay. Other than a fashion reason, and I never bought jeans or a belt for fashion, okay. I think fucking idiots belts in fashion, but the only time you needed a belt is if those jeans were fucking too big for you and they were falling down. Okay, if you need a belt to hold your jeans up because they're too big, then the fucking jean is no good. All right, it's no good. All right, no belt, perfect fit. Okay, off you go. All right, so this is as we go into another game. Okay, this weekend against the West Coast Eagles at the SCG. Okay. All right. This is exactly where I think we're at the moment. Okay. We're a pair of jeans that needs a belt. Okay. It needs a belt. And we don't want a belt with our jean. We do not want our belt with our jean. And what I mean by that is, okay, we are constantly searching. David Teague, now Nick Austin in charge of recruiting. We're constantly searching for the right fit of players to have that pair of jeans that doesn't fall down, okay? Just doesn't fall down. They're a good fit. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but a good fit to get the job done consistently. All right? So at the moment, okay, we need a belt. All right, we need a belt because we don't have enough contributors. We just do not have enough consistent contributors. Whether we have too many role players, I'm not quite sure. But we definitely have too many underperformers. So right now we need a belt, okay? The reason why we need a belt is because we really only have, I think, really only have about half a dozen players, and some of these are even questionable this year, who are really holding this team together on a week-to-week basis. All right, now we do an MVP award, okay, on this channel. The My Blue have an MVP each week, and it's just not me giving votes. There's 5 people giving votes, okay? Three of those, okay, people on the panel are ex-AFL players, so they know their football, okay? One is a premiership player as well, a Carlton premiership player. We have Sam Walsh on 192 votes in that medal. The next best is Jacob Wiedering on 94. Then we've got Doherty 82, Harry on 82. Then it falls to Cripps 61, Curnow 59. And then it drastically falls away. Now, imagine, okay, every team needs their star players, but where's the next even contribution come from our football club? Okay, without them, okay, without this group, all right, these jeans are constantly falling down. They're constantly falling down, and they're the belt that's holding them up. They're the belt that's holding them up. You can even mount a case that even Doherty, okay, Wiedering, Cripps and Curnow at times have had really sort of inconsistent games themselves. And Walsh, to have a third-year player that far in front in an award like that, is really, for me, a bit of a worry. Some of you might say, it's just an award that 5 blokes are doing from a week-to-week basis, and what about the role players? I'm sure that the assistant coaches and the coaches who do the votes for the best and fairest, okay, are giving their little brownie points and little participation stickers and a little pat on the back for role players within the team. I've got no doubt about that, and their system will be a little bit different to this, okay? But at the end of the day, I think we can all agree that we do not have enough contributors, all right? So when we take on the West Coast Eagles this weekend at the SCG, all right, and we know that they've been decimated. All right, personally, I would have loved to have taken them on this week with pretty much a full list. Okay, we pushed them last year at their ground. Okay, we pushed them to within 22 points and we led, okay, into the third quarter against the might of their midfield. Who were right in the game. All right, this time around, we play them away. We play them at the SCG, neutral ground, and they're decimated. No Duggan, no Shuey, no Tim Kelly, no Josh Kennedy, no Oscar Allen, Archie, Cameron also out of the team. Elliot Yeo, only second game back. All right, okay. Our team, all right, we've added some apparently elite players, Williams and Sart. Okay, so we've added them. All right, the only ones we didn't have who played in that game last year were Kennedy, Kate Simpson, the veteran, who always helps, obviously. Plowman, who's out suspended, okay. He got his pants pulled down by Darling last year anyway, and SBS has gone out of the team, and he's not preferred at the moment. He's actually not getting a game. All right? And if we remember to that game last year, I think Cotter's played his first game. He made his debut last year, and I think it was TDK's first game back after playing 2 in his first season. All right? So really, it was his first game as well for the football club from that point of view. So I would love to play the Eagles, okay, at full strength. I fully expect us to win this game. I really do. I go into this game as confident as what I did against Hawthorn 2 weeks ago. More confident, okay? It will be completely unacceptable for us to lose this game. But I'm not actually even thinking about the win here, okay, or the 4 points. Obviously, it's going to be important to keep our season alive. Our slight chance of playing finals football. We then will have the bye, and then we'll play the Giants back in Sydney the following week, all right, which will be another test. But right now, I'm not even really that concerned about the 4 points. Okay, because I think we're going to win. I think we should be winning this one really comfortably, really comfortably. All right, even when they're at fucking full strength, the Eagles are, I don't know, they feel like they're fucking imposters away from their home ground anyway. All right, they actually give me the shits the way they played their football. There's only 2 guys I really like watching in that team, and that's Jack Darling and Liam Ryan. Okay, they're just fucking boring, and their supporters are they're fucking knobs as well. Okay, so really, I don't give a fuck about the Eagles, all right? But what I want to see from this game, I've just mentioned, okay, the guys that have been carrying this football team. The guys really have been carrying this football team last year and now this year, all right? And we know the underperformers on a week-to-week basis. We know that, okay? We have our underperformers who are scapegoats who go out of the team. We also have underperformers who we think are consistently getting games or gifted games. But there are more than just those as well, okay? There are a whole myriad of players in our football team that could do a lot more, okay? So we need to, one, win this game and win it well, okay? But I don't want to see, this is what I don't want to see, and they're all, look, Walsh is a star, okay? And he's going to play well, all right? He's going to play well regardless, all right? Wiedering's probably going to play pretty good football. Doherty's probably going to play good football. We know that. We know Harry might kick a few goals. Okay, we know Crippen's going to play well. They're sort of consistent. Okay, we know that. But what I want from this game, and this is the only fucking thing that is going to make me happy, all right? And the Hawthorn game didn't really make me that happy because I didn't see it. But this is what I want to see in this game. I want to see, okay? I want to see Matthew Cottrell. Okay, I want to see Matthew Cottrell not only fucking run fucking his ass off up and back, but I want to see him win the ball. Okay, win the ball and possibly even get in the fucking best players. And we look back and go, Jesus, fucking Cotter's had a really good game. He's had his 19 to 20 touches. He should have over 20 touches in a game. So there's going to have to come a time where he's going to have to fucking win the pill and use it well. That's what I want to see from Matthew Cottrell. And good luck to the kid that he continues to get a game. All right, but we cannot continue to have one guy on one wing who just does not win the fucking ball. All right? Same with Jack Silvani in the forward half. Okay, and I know there's a lot of people out there who love Jack, okay, and I love him as well. Okay, I love him and I love the Silvanis. Okay, this is not about that. This is about output. All right, 194 centimetres, okay, 194 centimetres, okay, he should be taking more contested marks. He's taken 2 contested marks for the whole year, and he's kicked 4 goals for the whole year. And I know he hasn't had continuity, all right, but at the moment, he's playing just a role, but he needs to have an impact on the scoreboard as well, Okay, he needs to have an impact on the scoreboard. So what I want to see out of this game is not Harry kicking 5 and Jack maybe just kicking the 1 and having, 10 disposals and 1 mark and there. Okay, I want to see Jack fucking hit the scoreboard and have a day out. I want to see him have a day out. I think in the 6th season, as a 194 centimetre, at the moment really a second and possibly a third tall in that forward half, I think it's about time that we saw Jack have a fucking day out. Okay, I don't think that is too much to ask from Jack Silvani. Okay, I want to know what Will Setterfield's got other than just being, just a run-of-the-mill sort of plotter in the midfield. Can he go to the next level and become a significant player? He was a number 5 draft pick, for fuck's sake. So what has he got? Is this it for Will Setterfield? Because if this is it for Will Setterfield, okay, I don't think that's going to cut it. That's not going to cut it at all. We need to see a little bit more. Well, actually, we need to see a lot more from Will Setterfield. All right? When are we going to see, and I know they're young, okay, but they're in the team. Do we need to see this weekend a breakout game from a Liam Stocker? Do we need to see it? Okay? I think we do. All right, I need to see that breakout game, and there's a perfect opportunity to do it against the weakened West Coast Eagles. He's now in, 4th or 5th game in succession. All right, Paddy Dow comes back into the team. I think he's on the extended bench, but we're pretty sure he's going to be named. All right, and we'll get those announcements later on. But what are we going to see from Paddy Dow? What are we going to see? What's it going to be this time? What do we want to see? All right, we want to see some breakaway speed. We want to see him use the ball well, and we want to see him stay in games. Wouldn't it be great this weekend against the West Coast Eagles for him to come back into the team and we look at the end of the game and go, fucking wow, we've got Paddy Dow and the best players. He's in the top 6 players on the ground. In fact, I'm putting him in the votes. That's how good he was today. All right, the same with TDK, okay? And I know he's had injuries, but there will come a time that we need to see, okay, what are we going to see from TDK? If he's going to play forward, can he clunk 2 or 3 marks and kick 2 or 3 goals? All right? Are we going to see him break a game open around the ground? I got a great opportunity this weekend against Nick Nat, and I thought he acquitted himself last year really well in his first game back against Nick Nat Nui. All right? But there will come a time when we need to see that real breakout performance from him as well. Okay? And we've got a plethora of players in the same position. Our 3 recruits, okay? And I'll talk about the big 2, Sard and Williams. And this is not a knock on them. This is not a knock on them because I think they've been reasonable. Okay? But when you bring in supposed A-grade talent into your football club, I think you could expect just a little bit more, okay? A little bit more, all right? Both defensively, if they're going to play in the back half, okay, and also offensively as well. And right now, okay, I think we could all agree. I mean, I read someone said the other day, Sard to be in our top 3 in the best and fairest. Well, I think that's a fucking stretch. I want to see them. Okay, I want to see them break open this game, and I want to be in a situation at the end of this game and go, fucking Sada, he has to get the 5 votes, or he has to get the 4 votes, or he's clearly... Okay, that's what I want to see. That's the thing we need to see on a consistent basis from these players. The same with Jack Martin. Okay, the same with Jack Martin. All right? He's in the same boat. And also, Lockie Fogarty. And, I think he's been... At the start of the year, I think he was a real success story. I think getting him across from Geelong and fitted in, I think he's doing a really good job at the start of the year. Well, I think now, okay, we've seen what he's capable of, but is he capable of any more? Can he actually go into the midfield and be a really good player? Or is he just going to be a little bits and piece player across half forward, okay, who doesn't really kick goals, okay? He's not a particularly good finisher. So what are we going to see from Lockie Fogarty? Can he actually take his game to a next level? All right? So, and Matty Owies, had a poor one last week. Is he going to have another poor one against the Eagles? Okay, and then potentially go out of the team. Okay, because that's what we all feel like might happen. All right? I could go right through those players. Keep going. You know, I could just keep going. Newman, Casbolt, Murph, all right? They're everywhere on our list. They're everywhere, all right? And we continue to have our jeans pulled up by this belt, okay? And unless the belt, okay, is tightened, those jeans fall down. Those fall down, all right? Particularly against top quality opposition, all right? Particularly against top quality opposition. As I said, am expecting. I am as more confident in this game than I've been in all year to get the 4 points. But my final point is, I want to see everyone have an impact. Everyone. Okay? I want to do the votes this weekend and go, fuck, who am I going to give it to? Because we've won by 7 or 8 goals. And fuck, gee, Setterfield was good. Jesus Christ, Jack Silvani, he kicked, fuck, Cotter's on it. Because there's got to come a time, doesn't there? There's got to come a time. What perfect opportunity would there be than this week against the weakened fucking West Coast Eagles? So, you know what? Fucking give it to us. Just an apology. Okay, my camera completely shat its pants. Okay, the camera I usually use. If this sounds a little bit shit, if I'm still a little bit congested, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Can I just thank all the subscribers? I think I'm up to like 1,700 and something subscribers, which is fantastic. It's not something I check on all the time, but I really appreciate all the new subscribers, especially thankful for all the old subscribers, and particularly the people who continually contribute in regards to comments. Really appreciate that. If you want to share these videos around, I'd love nothing more to get to, as a benchmark for myself, or as a goal for myself, to get to around about 2,000 subscribers before the end, maybe before the end of the footy season, or maybe before the end of the year. That'd be great as well. If not, well, so be it. But yeah, let's have a big one. Let's have a really big win against the Eagles, and let's get some more players involved in this game. And enjoy your pair of jeans as well.